Greetings revolutionaries. This week on the Pledge 2020 we're looking at the Aquascape. So in the display we use 250 kilograms of real reef rock. We use a selection of branch, plates, boulders in various shapes and sizes to create the scape we wanted. We also use 400 pounds of Fiji pink Caribsea sand. We found that's given excellent filtration and is perfect particle size for the extra amount of flow we're going to put in this tank. So with all our scapes, we like to make them sympathetic to the animals that we're going to keep within the aquarium. In this case it's going to be a coral reef, so the most important aspect for us is making sure that the flow and light is perfect for them animals that are going to go into it. So in the tank we've got a mixture of boulders, plates and branches. We mainly use boulders throughout because they give the most natural look to the reef. We've also got some plates that give us some extra areas for maximum coverage of corals. We've also used some branches to create some really unique structures into open spaces to really create a unique scape. So rather than me trying to explain the scape without looking at it, let's go over to the tank now and I'll run you through what the tank looks like from the front. So we're now halfway down towards the tank. As you can see, the tank has three main structures. There's one to the right hand side as you look at it, and that curves all the way along the back glass. We then have a diagonal across the middle. Then on the left we have like a cove-like structure with lots of plates and arches in. Tried to create three really unique individual environments so we could offer everything we could for all the corals that we might want to put in. But without us talking about it, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot over to some panning shots now, and I'm going to talk over it so you can see exactly why we placed each rock where we did. So as promised, we're now going to do a bit of audio for you. So basically the tank is split up into three structures. You can see there's the main structure on the left, which is the cove, the one in the middle, which is like an arch from back to front and diagonal, and we've got the big structure on the right hand side. The right hand side structure, it goes approximately 7 to 8 foot across. It has branches on the right, as you can see from the front. These just soften that line a bit on the eye. We've made sure that you can see all the way down the tank as well from there, so you can really show off that 14 foot, which we'll come to in a minute. Though the structure doesn't necessarily look very three-dimensional, there's actually lots of changes in height and front to back. Remember, this tank is 3 foot wide, so it has really loads of play for us to do some creative ideas. We've gone along the back a lot in this structure, especially on the right hand side, but because the tank is so wide, the lights are actually at sort of 1.5 foot, and because of that we've actually got a lot of rocks in the 1.5 foot area, so prime coral growing position. So we now move on to the middle structure. The middle structure is approximately 4 to 5 foot long. It doesn't look it because we've actually done it on a massive diagonal. There's a sort of 4 foot main structure, as you can see, which consists of plates. It also has a nice branch at either end to really sort of show that 2 foot of height we've got and sort of extend into that void. All the rocks on our tanks are away from the back, so we can get really nice flow around the back, and we can spin that water all the way around the tank. Anyone who knows us knows we're absolutely massive fans of flow in all situations, so this tank will have an extremely high turnover, and as you watch our other videos, especially as we add the power heads, you'll see that come into play. So also on the middle structure you've got the rock at the front, and it goes through, and it's much more in the central of the tank from above. Unfortunately we can't get many shots from above due to the way that we've built the backstage. We're going to get something built so we can do a really nice over the top tank filming for you guys in the future, but obviously as it's only for access we can't actually get high enough to show you the 3 foot of width at the minute. So now we go on to the structure which is on the left as you look at. That's the big cove. So that is approximately 5 to 6 foot wide. It curves all the way from sort of 6 inches from the back to 6 inches to the front. There's a massive plate on the right hand side, as you can see it. That will just be absolutely amazing in the future, seeing the fish dart under that and over that. We've also made this area, this can be one of our calmer areas in the future. Calmer areas inside the cove. Remember, along the back edge and along the sides, that's where the power heads are actually going to be mounted. So there will be quite turbulent flow at the start of that. We've made sure that we've gone up and down throughout the structure, just to really show off that height and to not make it very one-dimensional. We've tried to go front to back a lot, But it's quite hard to do escape because obviously in my head I've got a plan of where I want to put the corals. We obviously know what we're growing out on the farm as well already, so we've sort of got an idea of where things are going to go. Hopefully as time goes on you'll see the idea for our plan to have little almost mini clusters of species, and we've always, the desire with this tank has been to have really big corals. So hopefully that sort of gives you a brief overview of the Aquascape. Don't worry guys, there is actually a massive video coming out on our aquascaping and how we do it and why the way we do it is. That's going to be a future series that we're going to do on the big subjects in the hobby. So I'm not going to run on too long because obviously this is part of the series. But I'm now just going to switch you over to a few little shots of before and after. And hopefully you guys can see something. And if you haven't been in, make sure you pop in, because it's much easier to see all of the nooks and crannies and the highs and lows in real life rather than on film. So next week we're going to look at one of the hardest choices that many reefers have in the hobby, which is choosing how to run their plumbing in their tank. We're also going to look at what return pumps we're running on it, and we're going to show you how we set them up. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure you click like and subscribe. Remember, if you're on Facebook, make sure you like the Salty Revolution page, and every Monday and Friday at 9 PM UK time we do a live video straight here from Salty Revolution HQ.